Big South Football Media Day continues from Charlotte, North Carolina, joined by senior linebacker Dexter Robbins, a guy that you're going to hear a lot about here in 2016. Dexter, last couple of days here in the Queen City, have you enjoyed yourself?
Yes, sir, I sure have. It's been very enjoyable here.
What were your expectations coming to Media Day? You've never been here before, and what has it been like to experience it?
It was exciting. My expectation was really, the big part of it was seeing other players from other schools, because I've never done that before, and seeing these other athletes and thinking I'm going to be playing against them in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Really kind of gets me fired up because, I mean, I was looking at Charleston Southern's running back and Presbyterian, been talking to these guys, getting to know them, and, you know, laughing with them, hanging out with them, and then thinking here in a few months, I might just be tackling you. It's kind of a funny thing.
And you kind of got a preview of that last night on Monday when you guys did the promotional videos and the photos of the matchups of the Big South games. What was that like in full uniform, walking up toe-to-toe with some of those other players?
Well, I was ready to play then.
I bet you were.
I actually, when I came in the hotel and saw the other players, I was ready to play. I was just thinking, man, I can't wait to play against all these guys. I mean, Charleston Southern, they've earned that Big South championship. They're the team this year. You know, they earned it, and I'm really looking forward to competing with that team. And I'm really looking forward to competing with Gardner Webb and Monmouth again too. 2
games that Flames a little payback there. Obviously.
A little bit, but I think that our main focus right now should just be one. We should come at each game one at a time with that same mentality, just like Stephon was talking about. Just each game is like the last game of the season.
And that first game in Blacksburg, Virginia Tech, again, it's one game on the schedule, but for you, somewhat closer to your hometown. How much does that game mean to you, being that it's the first game to start the season?
Well, it's we played JMU in 2014, beat them.
Yep.
We haven't played UVA, but I feel like this game means whoever wins really rules the state in in college football.
Okay.
And I feel like they might be an ACC school, but we put our pants on like they do. We play and we hit just like they do. The only difference is they just have a few more scholarships than we do. But I feel like if we prepare, and the main thing is go in there confident. Yeah. Don't treat it like it's a pay game, but it's just like any game that we're going to play. We're going to go in there with the intention to win. And that's how it's going to be.
Any difference for you, Dexter, going into your final season as opposed to the last couple of fall camps? Have you even had a chance to think about that?
Yeah, I've thought about it. It's just, it kind of started with spring ball. When spring ball ended, I was just like, that was my last spring ball. I'm never doing spring ball again. And then the summer's about over, and that's my last summer. I won't have to do summer workouts anymore. And now this fall camp's coming up, and it's just all happening so fast. I'm thinking this 2 or 3 weeks of camp is going to go by so fast. And next thing you know, we're going to be in Blacksburg kicking off, and I'm just going to sit there and think, honestly, when the season starts, I don't think I'll have time to think about it. But when the season's coming to its close, hopefully in January, I probably will have some time to reflect and think, man, that just went right by. But it's flying.
I think it's really neat to see Robert Wimberly, your defensive coordinator, how he not measures up to players, but connects with players. And he'll chest bump you, and he'll get excited. And what's it been like working in his defense, and to perform well in that defense? What does a player have to do?
To perform well, you got to come at it you got to remain consistent, for one thing, and you have to strive to be great. I mean, you have to put in the work, because Coach Wimbo is a very, very emotional man, and he will connect with each player, but he's also real. He will tell you how it is. He loves us, but he'll tell us how it is. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that lesson, when I was a freshman and sophomore. I mean, I knew he cared about me as a player, but I had to serve my time in the scout team and doing that. But I remember, I told him, I said, I'm gonna still work hard, and I'm gonna earn some time on that field. Yep. But with the thing I respect most about Coach Wimbo is that he will make you earn it, and if you earn it, he'll let you know you earned it. But if you make a mistake or you're slacking off, he'll also let you know. He will call you out on it, and he's not afraid to do it. And I respect him for that.
Dexter talked to you a little bit ago on the Facebook Live interview we did, and the answer you gave me about the next question was a little bit different than what I expected, and was about getting takeaways. And you said it's not just about getting takeaways, but it's about doing your job, and that will create that. So expound a little bit on that and how this team can reverse the trend of what happened last year, because we know 2 years ago this team was top 5 in takeaways in the country. So how do we get back to being a more aggressive defense?
Well, it's just in all aspects of the defense when it comes to doing your assignment, knowing where you're supposed to line up, calling the right calls, and it all comes together. It's just one play at a time. And I feel like if we just remain consistent in doing that and swarming to the ball and just keeping the defense balanced out, like in tackles for losses, takeaways, interceptions, anything in that aspect, I feel like if we keep that at a balance, overall our numbers will shoot up. And because that's what you saw in the 2014 season. I mean, a lot of us were rallying to the ball. Now, I don't think we had as many takeaways in the 2014 season, but we had one thing that we did is we had good timing. If we did get a takeaway, it was at the right time, and really we rallied to the ball. 11 guys rallied to the ball, and that's the difference between last year and that year before that, is that we didn't have 11 guys rallying to the ball. And one thing that we need to implement as a defense is all 11 guys got to do, get the call, do their job, rally to the ball. And if that happens, this defense will be the most successful defense that this university's ever seen.
Dexter, appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your stay in Charlotte. We'll catch up with you in August.
Yes, sir.
Senior linebacker, Dexter Robbins.